Hey collectors, welcome back to Equilibrium Clash of Clans, Clan War Heroes. We're going to be taking a look at the last two wars that we had. To be honest, recently we have not had such good success in our wars. There was a lot of fluctuation of members. We had people coming in, coming out. People were getting used to the nerfed hogs, really. A lot of people didn't really have upgraded armies or armies that were, anything besides hogs, really. So we've all been upgrading our non-hog troops and drifting along with the new flow of things. Okay, so this war we won. We lost by 4 stars. Yeah, it was a pretty close war. I got 2-starred apparently. A lot of 2 stars in our higher bases, but all the lower bases pretty much have been 3-starred. And this is really the key in winning clan wars, to be honest, is to make sure that you have a consistent lineup of 3-starred bases. That you 3-star a lot of your opponents' lower bases. So like on their side, you take a look, okay, they're very bottom, what, 5, 6, 7 bases? 6 bases are 3-starred, and then there's 1 star missed right there, another star missed right here, so on and so forth. And those few stars on these lower bases is what ended up making the big difference in the end. Even though we might have gotten a few more stars on the top bases because we weren't consistent with the bottom ones, we lost the war. So yeah, basically when you war, you want to make sure that as much as possible your lower players attack first, your lower players attack their lower players, and you just go up in order. And whoever that's able to, 3-star those bases will eventually have their turn to 3-star. But if not, if a lower person is able to 3-star, then the more skilled players can attack higher. So that's kind of the way you do it. To try to get the most out of your attacks, like that. Alright, so a few loons go in there, draw out all the clan castle units. This is no one knows who's attacking. I know the person's actual name, but I'm not going to disclose private information on the internet because the internet is evil. Alright, so we've got a lot of these units being cleaned up by wizards. When I do this, I personally like to clump up the clan castle units a little more, and just to pop down like 1 or 2 wizards. But in this case, she's using the wizards as part of her main attack force right away, so it's not really much of a loss. If you did that kind of a cleanup over here, then you'd have 4 wizards just running off and getting killed by these buildings without doing any damage. So in that case, it's totally fine to use a lot of wizards. Alright, got a heal spell, got a rage spell coming down, a lot of wall breakers, and giant bomb right there, but giants don't die so easily with giant bombs. They get healed up right away. And I think those wizards are going to go for that town hall next. Yep. Healer coming in, getting hit by a couple of air bombs, but yeah, air bombs don't do so much damage. Air bombs are really only good against minions, in my opinion. And balloons. They're good against balloons too, actually. If you have them upgraded, you can do a decent amount of damage. Take down like 1/3, 1/4 of their health, depending on the level of your mines and the level of their balloons, of course. But I think like a maxed air bomb does maybe like 1/3 or 1/4 damage to a maxed balloon. Alright, so we got the last few units giving their last breath to defeat the opponent. I'm going to put this on times 4 speed because I don't think there's too much more epicness in this battle. But yeah, 73%, 75%. So, she was attacking a base that was higher than her level, and that's why she got the most heroic attack this war. Alright, now let's take a look at the most heroic defense. Simon. Okay, this is pretty funny. Today I watched a replay by Simon, and he held off on a dragon attack with 99% or something. He changed his war base, though, for the last war. Alright, so the opponent sends in 1 hog. So far so good. He's drawing out the clan castle units. I don't see anything wrong so far. All these archers being splashed down here in range of the mortar is bad. Even if the mortar didn't hit them, a wizard would hit archers that are clumped up. And you see how many archers this person is using? He's using like 20 or 30 archers to take out 4 or 5 wizards. This is extremely inefficient. All he needed to do was send in a couple hogs, draw out all the units, put an archer up here, get all the wizards clumped up in a little tiny group, and then use like one wizard. Just one wizard firing would have taken out all those wizards. So that was a very big waste of army supply right there, using all those archers. And I still see some people in our clan doing that too. So it would be nice if they switch over to using wizards to take out the other clan castle unit. In this kind of situation where you can bait it easily. Lure the clan castle. Okay, so a bunch of hogs went in. I didn't really see what happened there, but apparently most of them are kind of dead. They're kind of dead, or they're completely dead. Yeah, it looks like only one giant bomb went off, so... Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Blabbering on about taking care of clan castle units. Okay, we're going to put this on times 4 speed. Oh, look at that, 47%. So this was a really close defense here, 49%. The person was very, very, very close to getting 50%, you know. And okay, I'm gonna in this war here, the person could have actually easily gotten 50%. All they needed was like a couple of archers down here out of range of this cannon. But I'm gonna speak a little bit more about that later. I want to cover that topic later on in this video. Alright, so that was the last war, no, 2 wars ago against NATO. And last war, we actually won. We actually warred against a clan called Davao before. I'm not sure if this is the exactly same clan or if it's a brother or sister clan of the last one. The last time we lost against Davao, so it's kind of nice that we got our revenge on them. We played very, very well this war. We actually started off from the bottom and we went all the way up. And I think I got my record war loot bonus right there. Yeah, it was a pretty close war though. I mean, they attacked us a lot too. They didn't do so good in cleanup though, this war, see? Yeah, we had 40 players. See, there's a base that should have been cleaned up. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one right here. So they didn't do good in cleanup, and that's why they lost the war. Taking a look at their side, we cleaned up quite a bit at the bottom, I think. Yeah, see? All these bases. The first base that wasn't cleaned up was number 33, but not too many. That's 3 bases. So 3 bases from rank 26 and down were not 3-stars, but that's just 3 stars. So we had a pretty good cleanup rate, and that's why we were able to win this war. Alright, now let's take a look at the replays. I can do some commenting, and hopefully you guys can learn a little bit about attacking. Okay, so this attack here is by Jason Shigetaka, which is my friend, and I was actually on his account, so this is my attack here. This was their #1 player, and Jason was only ranked, I don't know, like 15 or something. So he was going way up to hit a Town Hall 10. He just got Town Hall 9 a while ago. Maybe like 2 weeks ago, so yeah. But this shows how you can actually 3-star, not 3-star, you can actually 1-star a base that's higher than you. So what I did in this attack, kind of what I was talking about earlier, was all the stray buildings you see. I took a look at the base, I clicked on all the towers, and I saw where the straggling buildings are. When I say straggling buildings, I mean the buildings that aren't defended by any tower. So I put down a few archers in the very beginning, and then I sent in my dragon force right here. A couple of rages right there. And before I sent in the dragons, I actually looked at all the buildings and saw which ones were close together to make sure that I didn't have all the dragons going around on the sides. I didn't want the dragons to come over here and hit these camps. Like for example, if there was a builder's hut right here, okay, and if I put a dragon down here, if the dragon hits that building and then, you know, where's it going to go next? It's probably going to go to the builder's hut, and then it's going to start going around a weird route. So in that kind of case, I would take out that building first with a wizard or something. Somehow I'll take it out, and then I'll send in the dragon. But in this base, there were no, you know, it was a pretty nice lineup of buildings, so that the dragons could just go straight in. So the dragon, and I actually counted the buildings too. A Town Hall 10 with all the buildings built, like if he has all 5 builder huts and every single building unlocked, he has 80 buildings. So with a Town Hall 10, you need to destroy 40 buildings to get 50%. And before I did this attack, I actually counted all the buildings that I would need to destroy, and I figured that if I got all the buildings up to around here, like this outer section, and the straggling buildings on the outside, I would get 50%. And then I did the attack. So a lot of calculation went into that attack right there. It was only 1 star, but it was a base that nobody else could hit, and it was at the very end of the lore. So, okay, wait, I made a mistake. That wasn't the number 1. That was the number 3. Okay, so I hit number 3 with my friend's account, and I hit number 1 with my own. Okay, let's watch Jay Barakwi. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but... So this is the heroic defense, which means the opponent must have not scored any stars at all. Yeah, he's got really good air defenses right there, level 7. So far I don't see anything too bad with this dragon attack, to be honest. He's sending in a little bit at a time, making sure that they all go generally towards the middle. But let's see what happens. I imagine it's just too much. Like these air defenses and expos also pointing up are probably just going to be too much for these dragons. I think that's basically why he defends. Okay, he puts down a free spell, but none of these units are being attacked, so that was kind of pointless. The lightning spell there was... I don't know what that was. I think it was trying to hit these 2 dragons, wizards, but that didn't go so well. And there you have it. It's defense. The opponent looks like he's only going to get about 40% even with that king. The moral of the story here, in my opinion, is just don't attack a base that's too strong for you. I mean, level 3 dragons are strong, but if your opponent has a whole bunch of these level 7 air defenses near the core and also expos that are upgraded, facing upwards, hitting air, it's probably not a good idea to attack him with dragons. Oh, wait a minute. This guy has 5 spells, which means he must be at Town Hall 10. Okay, so I guess he doesn't have max dragons yet. But this guy who attacked him is a Town Hall 10 because he has 5 spells. So Town Hall 9 holds off a Town Hall 10 attack and gets the best defense. For the last floor, okay, and I want to show you guys something pretty funny. Because I'll show you this attack real quick. On ×2 speed. This is from the same war. It was my attack. I went up a couple levels to hit their number 1. Okay, and in this attack it comes down to the same thing. I expected there to be either big bombs or Teslas right there, so that didn't really take me by surprise. And I was going to go P.E.K.K.A heavy, but all the buildings right here were so close that I didn't have to worry about the P.E.K.K.As going on the outside. So I just popped down a Rage, popped down a Heal, a whole bunch of Wizards. When you do this Go Wipe or Go Wee Wee or whatever, like any kind of Golem or P.E.K.K.A plus Wizards, you want to make sure that you put your Wizards down pretty much right after you put down your Golems, because they need to start doing damage right away. What I see some attackers do is they send in their Golems, they send in their P.E.K.K.As ahead, like way ahead. They send in those units first, the big tanking units, and they start tearing up stuff. But because they don't put their Wizards down early enough, by the time the P.E.K.K.As and Golems get in range of the Clan Castle starts sending out Wizards, or a whole bunch of Archers. And P.E.K.K.As and Golems, first of all, don't attack Clan Castle units. P.E.K.K.As are really inefficient. They're like the worst unit ever for taking out opponents' Clan Castle units, because they have a lot of hit points, but their attack rate is so bad. Anyway, all that to say, so if you don't have your Wizards there to defend those heavy tanking units when their Clan Castle comes out, then your units die really quickly. All that to say, yeah, just make sure you send in your Wizards. You want to keep your Wizards and your Golems and your P.E.K.K.As not too far from each other. Because, like, if you send in a Wizard, and if another unit next to your Wizard gets attacked by a Clan Castle unit, then the Wizard will start aggroing, or, going after their Clan Castle units. If your Wizard is too far from your other unit, which in this case is the Golem or the P.E.K.K.A, then the Wizard won't go to assist that unit. He'll just start attacking buildings that are nearby. So yeah, it's a little tip about Go Wee Wee for you guys. And I think that's it for Clan War Heroes. Okay, this video is getting kind of long, but I just want to show you guys something real quick. Somebody in my clan was asking how to paste long script text. Okay, so here, for example, I'm just going to type in TT, and test text comes out. That's an abbreviation. This is just a quick dictionary entry that I put in my Android. This is an Android emulator on the computer. I'm using BlueStacks. But whenever you're recruiting people on global, it's nice to be able to have a whole bunch of script ready. Like you could have a long paragraph explaining what your client is all about and all that. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick how to set that up. Okay, first you're going to go to Settings. Then you're going to go to Language and Input. And then you're going to select the keyboard that you use. In my case, I use the Japanese keyboard because I type in Japanese too. You're going to click on this little setting mark right here. And then you're going to go, by default, I think it will say software keyboard. So you select dictionary. That's where you want to go. And with Android devices, sometimes the user interface is a little bit different. So it depends on what OS you're using, what mobile device you're using. So this is just reference. And the way you get here might be a little bit different. I'm not that familiar with Android. I only started using it a few months ago. So anyway, you go to Dictionary Tool, and then right here you have different dictionaries. I'm on User Dictionary 1, which is the default dictionary, and here you can edit text right here, like that. You can change the, okay, so the word part is the text that's going to appear after conversion. Reading is what you want to use as an abbreviation for that, or a shortcut combination of keys. So I can just write HH, and then whenever I type in HH, right here, this is all Japanese down here, but the conversion, you see, the old one is still here. So this will appear, and then you can select from there what you want it to say, and then we'll get text real quick. There's this part right here that says category. I don't really know what this is all about. I think just selecting abbreviation is the safest. I imagine the reason why they have this is so that if you're composing a sentence, then they'll... What? The reading is what? This thing is freaking out. But anyway, so if you want to add a new shortcut, you click on this plus button right here, and then you just type in your stuff right there, like that, and then you have your shortcut keys. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.